Hey everyone, my name is Donald, and in this video we're going to show you and walk you through the modern events calendar settings and how to set it up so that your viewers can actually see events on your website. So once you've installed the modern events calendar add-on through the overview page, and it's going to show up here once you validate your license, it's going to show up down here with the rest of them. You're going to have a new menu over here called ME Calendar. Once you click on the actual main ME Calendar navigation, it's going to take you to like a separate dashboard for its own calendar. So you'll see how many events you have, how many short codes, the different locations, organizers, and some of your upcoming events. Not really too big of a deal to worry about this page, but it just kind of gives you an overall view of what's going on with the plugin. So if we go over here to navigate to the left where we say all events, we're going to see a couple of default ones that were already loaded. I like to go ahead and delete them because I don't want them inside of the actual events for the website. But if you guys want to see how ones are created or some settings to get to a certain point, like, daily each 3 days or one time multiple day event, feel free to go inside of those and take a look and see how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and delete them. And once they're deleted, you can navigate also to the shortcodes section underneath that main menu, and you're going to see a bunch of different pre-made shortcodes. There are a lot to choose from, and I definitely suggest you go through each one of these just to see how each one is made, so that way you can view, for example, how to do a countdown view for your next upcoming event. Okay, and then from there you can choose different ones. You can have different styles that they offer, which changes whichever skin you choose. You can change your date formats, what kind of events upcoming, the background colors. There's just a bunch of different ones that you guys can choose from in order to stylize the front end look. I also like to delete those all because I like to start from scratch. I want to have the least amount of bloat on my website as possible. Okay, so right now we have those two cleared out and we have our settings. Let's go ahead and navigate to that. There are so many settings to choose from. It's awesome. Everything that you can think of is pretty much here. So let's just do a quick once over for that. General options, the archive page title, page skin, all of these right here, I pretty much would just leave them be. The events page title for the archive, I would name that events. Whatever your weekdays or weekends are for whatever time zone you're in, it may change depending on where you are. Basically, I just have these all default. The slugs and permalinks, I leave this as events, and you can change this so it's not MEC category, but maybe the initials of your brand category. So for example, it could be like dev, because that's the kind of site this is. But for your website, I have a client where her initials are IBHCB, so we can do that. The event details for the single event page, so the month, day, year, and then you can always do the next occurrence date. I leave all of this default as well. Your currency options, of course, you're going to have to change this depending on what country you're in. This is all based on where you are. Google Maps, paste your API key here, and you can get that from console.developers.google.com. Okay, and you can have that there. I have a bunch of API keys. So go ahead, generate one for your Google Maps, paste it in here, and then I would adjust your zoom level somewhere closer to the 14 through 17 range, and that's kind of a street view. Okay. You can also disable it so that it doesn't show the Google Maps of the location of the event on the single events page. You can have directions enabled, so simple and advanced. And a light box for the date format. I would just leave that the same, or however you like to view it. So for the reCAPTCHA, you enable that. It means that, for people booking the site or front-end submission, then that's where you would have the Google reCAPTCHA. And you guys can get one of those codes from Google's site for google.com/reCAPTCHA. Okay. So go ahead and get your key there if you want it. I don't want to have that there. The export module options. This is something for Google Calendar and iCal so that you can export it to a Google Calendar, or you can export it to an iDevice if you want to do it there as well. Local time module. So basically this will show the time for the event based on the person who's visiting the event and not based on the actual time zone of the website. You can have it so that it shows a countdown module on the event page, and you can choose different styles. Social networks to share it on. Just keep whichever ones you want checked. Turn them off. They look gray. Turned on, they look blue. The next event module. So this will show when the next event is. Okay. So you can do the next occurrence of the current event if it's a multiple day event, or you can do a next occurrence of other events right here, and it'll just show like the next event that you're going to have that's in your list from the ME calendar for all the events that you have. If you want people to be able to submit on the front end an event, so basically maybe if you're managing a website and you want the owner of the website to submit events on the front end so they don't have to give them to you, you can do that just like this. Use the short codes to enter them in. Create 2 pages for these so they can actually view them, and this will let you right here do by guest or non-logged in users, and there's always an option to enable mandatory email and name so you know who is submitting them. It gives you different options for the sections for the front-end submission form to have. If you don't care about the labels or the event color or the tags, you can always turn each of these options off. The booking module. So this allows people to actually purchase tickets on your website for the event. Okay. And for the date format, however you would like to have it, month, day, year, and how many dates. There's always a custom thank you page that you guys can do. Now for this email verification, there is a little bit of a opposite way of how this works. So let me just go ahead and double check on the settings for you in just a second, because there's a couple things there. Okay, so for the auto verification for free bookings, so if the event does not cost money, but they still have to register, but you don't want them to have to verify their actual registration. So basically it'll send them an email saying, hey, go ahead and verify your booking so that we can go ahead and get you on the books for it. And I can just go ahead and read what it says. It'll do a please verify your booking by clicking the following link, and it'll have the verification link. And once they verify the free booking, then it's going to go ahead and confirm it, which is the auto confirmation for free bookings. Basically, I would suggest that you click all 4, and that will automatically verify and allow them to book without you having to do anything on the back end. And it'll automatically send an email to both them and the admin of the site saying, hey, your booking is confirmed. This is where you need to be at this time. And of course, all of those email notification options are editable, so you can go ahead and customize it however you want. If you want to enable coupons, you can do that. And if you want to go ahead and enable taxes and fees, the BuddyPress integration basically allows you to put a list of who is attending the event on the single events page. So you can go ahead and do that as well. MailChimp, if you want all of their emails to go into a MailChimp subscriber list, this is how you do it here. You just get your API key from MailChimp, whatever the list ID is that you have, and then subscribe by automation or subscribe by verification. So it'll ask them in an email, are you sure you want to subscribe? Okay, so since you are going to have this add-on through ThemeCo, you do not need to worry about the purchase code because ThemeCo will push out the updates for it. So that basically covers the general settings. Let's go to the notifications. And basically, these are all the notifications that get sent to you when someone adds a new event. And all of the other notifications are not showing. Let's see, maybe it's because I have it turned on so it's automatic. Let's just confirm that real quick. I don't have the booking turned on, so that's why it didn't show me. So let's go ahead and turn that on, and then I can go ahead and add those different options. Okay, so the booking verification, you can change all of the text here, and you can add it so there's custom recipients. Otherwise, you're just going to send it to the admin email on the website. You can change it here, and you have all of your different placeholders down here. Same for booking confirmation, admin notification, new event. And so you can go ahead and customize all of those to be however you want, and they go to wherever you want. Okay, so let's go to the styling options. From here, you can choose a pre-colored square for the look of your calendar, or you can choose a custom, color here, whatever you guys may choose that would match the branding for the actual website. And of course, you can always choose different fonts, or you can have it a default font, so it'll take the actual font from ThemeCo's settings. You have a custom CSS section where you can add different styles if you are comfortable with that. And this is basically changing like the terms if you wanted to go ahead and change how these look or the spelling of these. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys at the next one.